The gospel tells us that the greatest power comes through two vehicles, humility and weakness. Not through being awesome, but through humility and weakness. And we've all got people that we look up to and we aspire to be like them someday when we grow up. And two of those people for me are pastors that I've had the privilege to work alongside of. And the first one is Tim Keller from Redeemer Presbyterian Church in Manhattan. I believe he's the greatest English-speaking preacher of our time. We can debate that if you want. Matt Chandler is probably up there with him as well. But what I do want to say is that is not what is most impressive to me about Tim, nor is it his stellar vision, nor is it the fact that he's the only pastor who made the Forbes top 50 most influential people in the world list. Those are great things. But what impresses me most about this man that I got to watch for 5 years is he's a humble man. He prays every day. He prays through the Psalms every month. He's been doing so for 45 years. He reads through the entire Bible every year. He's been doing so for over 45 years. He's got a faithful, devoted marriage. He's humble. He listens to critique. He learns. The second leader that I look up to is a man named George Robertson. George is here. George was my pastor in my 20s, which was also some of the darkest years, if not the darkest years of my entire life. And the thing that George taught me was this thing that theologians call incarnation. The reason why George in my heart will always be my pastor is because he looked at me in my anxiety and in my broken place, and he said, "Me too." And that was the day that I learned what a pastor was. And I've been loving and following George ever since.